Ninth Life of Louis Drax, directed by Alexandre Aja, is about a boy who dies and is questioning the reality of why he should come back into the real world, and he's also in a coma to add to that dramatic plot. So, is this movie good? Is the plot captivating in any way? Is it going on beyond the reach of any other movie of today? Well, let me tell you. I'm going to start off with the positives. The first one being, this story has some good performances. Mainly, okay, it does not have that many good performances. There's really only one good performance, and that's Aaron Paul, and he's barely in the movie. He's in it about maybe 5 to 10 minutes, like Jared Leto's Joker. He's like the best part of the film. But in this film, he is literally the only good part. Aaron Paul did everything he could have done with the script, what was given to him. And his scenes were really emotionally captivating and in depth. And I like that because Aaron Paul isn't really in that much. And I wish he was in this movie more because I would have liked it a little bit more. And to get into more happier, positive things about this film before I dive into the negatives, is that there are some really great shots in this film, and they're really compelling, and there are some really creepy, scary scenes in this. And I don't want to bash him that much, but the guy who plays Christian Grey, Jamie Dornan, I believe that's his name, he did a good job in this film, but he was very wooden. Not as wooden as in 50 Shades of Grey, but he was very wooden in this film, and I was honestly looking up for him because he was really good in the recent film Anthropoid, and he did a fantastic job in that film. He just sadly didn't bring it in this version. My last sort of positive is it has a good revelation in the ending, and not the whole third act, probably the last 10 or 15 minutes is the only part that I really, really, really liked. But other than that, yeah, I'll just talk about the negatives now. Before I say any negatives about this film, you want to know a really good child actor? Jacob Tremblay, the kid in Room. That guy is awesome. And if you want to see another great performance from a kid, check out The Conjuring 2. If you want to see a terrible, horrific, every single word that this kid comes out of his mouth, terrible, then watch The Ninth Life of Louis Drax. This kid is garbage. And yes, he is my negative. I am so sorry. I have never been this so much hate for a kid in a movie. I mean, I bet he's a really good kid in real life, but I don't know if I can blame the director or the screenwriter. Oh yeah, that's another negative. The screenwriting, the screenplay, everything in this film, besides Aaron Paul, even though some of his lines are really bad, everything in this movie with writing and the delivery of it is just bad. It's sadly just disappointing. Another thing is the movie is all over the place. It doesn't know what tone it is. It wants to be a dramatic family drama, then it wants to be a sexy, seductive new movie about this doctor and this mom that with a sick kid. They want to do it all the time, and it's very conflicting for them. And then there's horror scenes, and then you don't know if this movie's a drama, horror, romance. It's all just clustered together, and the guy who's the director thinks it's art, and I'm sad to say it's not art because it's just so many different tones. He doesn't know what type of movie he wants to deliver. Unless that's what you wanted to do, everyone has their opinion. If you think it was art, good for you. But my intake, it just was garbage. It was all over the place, and I didn't know what kind of genre this movie was. It was just too many tones all over the place. Overall thoughts. I do think you should watch this movie just to see how disappointing it is. And I know that's really mean to say, but this movie, if it was made by somebody else with a different screenwriter, with a different cast probably, except I want them to keep Aaron Paul and possibly the dude who played the doctor, it just could have been so much more. And they definitely need to replace that kid. Replace that kid with Jacob Tremblay. Jacob Tremblay would destroy that kid in this film with his acting and the way he brings people to tears. And I know he could do it with this film. I'm sorry to the kid, but just work on your acting. I'm going to give Louis Drax a solid 5 out of 10. Not happy. So, I hope you enjoyed my review of The Ninth Life of Louis Drax. You should check this movie out, but wait for it till it's on Redbox or Vudu, Netflix. It'll probably go on Netflix instantly when it comes out on Blu-ray because that's how much this movie is kind of garbage. But I do think you should check it out just to get your own opinion on. Who knows, you might like it more than I do, but I hope you guys don't forget to like and subscribe, and don't forget to tell everyone about me, and please, don't forget to be blessed.